Let's check out the Chimpanzee challenge. This is one of those sessions that's devoted entirely to the challenge, and this one's all about training kids. It finishes with maybe 20 minutes where the friends can practice stuff for the hippo. Now with the challenge, it's in two parts. The first part is theory, and that's in the room for first, say, 60 minutes. The second part is practical, and that part's in the gym for around about 90 minutes. And we conduct that part after the break. Just like any challenge that you go through, check the delivery plan first and make sure that you pre-frame the challenge to the friends so they can feel comfortable with what they're going to be working with within the session. As with any challenge also, save yourself some admin time. Get the friends to jot down the date where it says candidate, the date where it says assessor, and also go through to the grid on the back with the date and your name to save you some time. Now importantly with this challenge, two parts to the assessment. The first part involves you going through two case studies. So the friends will have to demonstrate two sets of skills and go through two case studies theoretically which they program for. One case study is a 6-year-old, one case study is a 17-year-old. Now what you'll need to do for Andrew, who's the 17-year-old case study, is nominate the equipment that the friends are going to be allowed to use. Importantly, have the equipment so you can have a number of friends at once in the assessment, all working simultaneously. So keep it pretty basic. I'd recommend a barbell with 10 kg, a pair of light dumbbells, a step box or a bench, some resistance bands and some bodyweight exercises. That should give them enough coverage for Andrew in the program. Don't worry about the detail of how the friends are going to be going through the second practical part of the assessment. At this stage, it'll simply confuse them. Wait until they come back after the break. Now remind the friends to note the ages of the case studies and to clearly write down the name of the case study person at the top of each of the programs, just so they get ironclad what they're dealing with. They should answer all the questions and do the programming for one case study before they go on to the next one. Start in the room after the break, but once you've been in the room, head off to the gym, and here's how you'll split your groups. For the Andrew case study, give them 5 minutes to set up the area. The friends are in pairs. They get 25 minutes to instruct the program, and then they swap. What you need to do is check around the group so you can see competency. So you need to be able to see competency. So note the friends that you're dealing with. For the Amy component, she's the 6-year-old, so this is very games oriented. So consider doing this in a group X room so you've got more room, and consider breaking the group, if you've got a large group, into a couple of smaller groups. Based on 32, groups of 8 would work fantastic. So 4 groups of 8, get the friends to go through the games that they were going to have for Amy, and set it up so you've got one friend going through the warm-up, a group of friends going through games, one friend going through a cool down. And that satisfies the requirement then of training a 6-year-old in a simulated environment. Everyone gets 3 to 5 minutes for their component. Make sure all your groups are in sync time-wise, so you'll simply call change, 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 and have everyone numbered within the group so they know who's going next. Now the very last part of the session is going to be some information on the hippo challenge. Now for this one, they're getting practice, so what you'll need to do is just quickly go through blood pressure, make tape measures available for girths, and have friends take heart rates. Have the equipment so it's all laid out there ready for them to go, and what I'd recommend is have the friends practicing over that last 20 to 30 minutes while you tie up the books. You finish the books and you simply only need it if you need to get around for friends who need help. And that way you'll be able to tie off the session nicely and the friends will get a good bunch of practice before they're hippos.